Luna moth extortion hackers pose as IT help desks to breach U.S. firms. So there's a data theft extortion group known as Luna Moth, aka Silent Ransom Group. They've ramped up their phishing campaigns in attacks on legal and financial institutions in the United States. So ultimately, the goal is data theft and extortion. And how they do it rather, is they gain access to corporate networks and then do ransomware attacks because they pose as, well, as the title says, IT support. So they impersonate IT support through email, fake sites, and phone calls and rely, and this is the crazy part, they rely on solely. Do you know what the word solely means? It means only on. It means nothing else. This isn't AI. This isn't like some automated code system. No. The only tool they have in their tool belt for this to work is social engineering and deception, with no ransomware deployment seen in any of the cases. Why would you need ransomware if people are just willingly give you access to everything they have? Because they think you're IT support. As of March 2025, Eclectic IQ assesses with high confidence that Luna Moth has likely registered at least 37 domains through GoDaddy to support its callback phishing campaigns. Most of these domains impersonate IT help desk or support portals for major U.S. law firms and financial services firms using typo squatted patterns. So typo squatting is becoming a mainstream thing beyond AI. Thank you, AI, for introducing such a terrible, cancerous, moronic pattern that people can use who have unethical standards. Okay, now have a look at the statistics of how Luna Month has operated in the past 12 months. The victimology based on the country. They're really serious about this. So what they do is they target organizations with malicious emails that contain fake help desk numbers Recipients are urged to call to resolve non-existent problems. So they have fake numbers, and then you go, hey, you have a problem? Call this number. It's a fake number. And who answers on the other end? A Luna Moth operator impersonating IT staff. Convinces the victim to install remote monitoring and management software from fake IT help desk sites that gives the attackers remote access to their machine. The fake help desk sites utilize domain names that follow naming patterns like company name-helpdesk.com and company name-helpdesk.com. And you can see, it might be hard for you guys to see on your screen, but right up here, I can see it really clearly on mine. This email that you get sent comes from info@ciscohelpdesk.com. Some tools abused in these attacks are Synchro, SuperOp, Zoho Assist, Atera, AnyDesk, and Splashtop. These are legitimately digitally signed tools, so they're unlikely to trigger any warnings for the victim. Why would they? Like, I actually know about Zoho Assist, AnyDesk, and Splashtop. I've used them before. They're completely legitimate. So imagine that you're on the other end, you're a company, whatever, employee. You call up this help desk support phone number because you got an email that seems legit. They say, hey, you got to install Splashtop. And so far, everything checks out. Splashtop is a legit remote software thing, right? Like it's legit. There's no nefariousness detected. And you install it and you give the key or the password or whatever it is you need to give for this IT help person to remotely log in to your computer. And then they have access to all kinds of stuff. Hands-on keyboard access, allowing them to access other things like local files, shared drives. But yeah, Parsec's another one. TeamViewer is another one. There's plenty of them. Now, once they have the access, now they can use stuff like WinSCP or rclone or Free File Sync or rsync or SCP, depends on what they want. And then they take the data, they encrypt it with ransomware, And their ransom amounts vary per victim, ranging from 1 to 8 million US smackaroos. Bros, we are in the wrong business. And here is Luna Moth's extortion site. And I'm going to be real with you for a minute. Based on this website alone, this website is so clean and so simple, and it harkens back to like an 80s, 90s hacker mode. They did such a good job with this. They're kind of based, okay? They're kind of based. They're a little bit based. They're just a little bit based. They're a little bit based. Everybody says they're based. Look, this is kind of nice. I like this. Now, I want you to take a look, though, at some of the stats. They have companies with download links. They have information about their total revenue numbers, their total downloads. And I'm not entirely sure what these numbers are about. Like, is it strictly revenue based on the company that made the revenue, or is this Luna Moth making $1.8 billion? I doubt they are. But anyways, this is kind of a nice UI for it. So be careful out there, okay? Be careful out there. If you are in a corporate environment, keep your head on a swivel. This stuff works. These people make tons of money. And I just want you to understand, just for a minute, just understand what this takes. Imagine that that you are one of these people. You operate in Luna Moth, for example, okay? And as a result of, what would be another way of saying it? Okay, you're a member of Luna Moth, and you blast out a whole bunch of these phishing scams, fake domains, fake help desk numbers, etc. And one of these legal companies in the US calls you up, installs remote desktop software, and you now have access to everything they do. And you take it over, and on top of that, as if that's not enough, you charge them $1 million to release their data back to them. One call alone, it's so worth it. It's so worth it for you. It's nothing. You could walk away into the sunset, never to be seen. A lot of companies use non-internal help desk. They're screwed. Yeah, exactly. And I think this is part of the reason why this works so much. It goes back to a general principle. The principle being, when you source out your responsibilities to other third parties, you increase your risk factor of all kinds of serious issues by almost an untold amount. So stay safe, please, okay? Stay safe.